If you have a single handle Delta Peerless bathroom faucet and it's leaking, I'm going to show you the steps on how to replace the washer and seats. Turn off the shutoff valves to the faucet and then close the stopper or put a rag down so none of the parts fall into the drain. Once the water's off to the faucet, there's a decorative cover to the set screw for the handle, and just use a small slotted screwdriver and pry off the decorative cover. To loosen that set screw, you can use an 1/8 inch Allen wrench, or you can get this combo tool, and this has an 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and this also will tighten and loosen the adjusting ring on the top of the cap. And once you loosen that set screw, the handle lifts straight off. And there's two types of handles. You can either have a lever or a ball. There's notches on the top of the cap, and I'm just going to use an adjustable wrench, slide it into those notches, and then turn the cap counterclockwise so that it can be removed. The very top piece is our cam, and this has a cam washer or cam packing. If you have a faucet that's leaking out of the handle, all you would have to do is replace this packing or this washer. Make sure if you're purchasing the piece that comes with the cam and the washer that you get the correct style. There's two styles. There's one that's shaped almost heart-like, and there's one that has a rectangular opening. You have to match this exactly, otherwise it won't operate properly. To remove the ball, you're going to have to rotate it slightly and lift it out. There's a pin on the side of the faucet that fits into this slot. If there's any buildup of mineral deposits, you can use a little CLR or white vinegar and wipe it off. Just use a cloth, don't use anything abrasive. Inside the faucet you now have your seats and springs, and you can just use your Allen wrench or a screwdriver and pull them out, and this is what controls the water flow. I'm going to put in my new seats and springs. One side of the spring is wider than the other side. You want the wider side down. You're going to put your seat over the top of it, and now use a screwdriver or your Allen wrench to guide the seat and the spring back into the holes, and just push it in place with your finger. The seats and springs are in, you're going to line up the ball, the slot, with that pin that comes out of the side and lock it in place. Now you're going to put your cam and your cam washer on top. There's a tab on one side that slides into a slot, and you're just going to push it down into that slot. Before you put your cap on and tighten it down, make sure that tab is in the slot so that it slides right down into it rather than getting caught on top. And then just snug up your cap, and then we're going to tighten it with a wrench. Before I put on my handle, I'm going to turn on the water to the faucet, and now I can check to see whether this adjusting ring on the top of the cap is tight enough. So I'll turn on the water, I'll let it run, and just make sure there's no leaks right around the top of the cap. If it does leak at all around the top of the cap, you can take this tool and just slightly tighten this adjustment ring that goes on the inside of this cap, and you're going to turn it clockwise to tighten. You can put your handle back on. You can turn the water back off so that you can push your handle back so the set screw can be tightened, and now you can replace the cover that goes over the set screw.